How do Starlink ground stations work? Imagine a network of Earth-based hubs that act like traffic controllers for a vast satellite highway in space. These hubs are called ground stations, and they play a vital role in making Starlink internet possible. They connect the satellites orbiting about 550 kilometers above Earth to the global internet. When data travels from your device, it first reaches a ground station. The station then forwards this data to the satellites overhead. Conversely, data from the satellites is sent back down to the ground station, which routes it through high-speed fiber optic cables to data centers and the wider internet. This setup allows you to access fast internet even in remote areas. Starlink ground stations use large phased array antennas. These antennas are special because they can electronically steer their beams to track multiple satellites at once. Unlike traditional antennas that need to physically move, these can quickly switch focus to different satellites as they pass overhead. This ability is essential because Starlink satellites move rapidly across the sky, completing an orbit in about 95 minutes. The ground stations stay connected by constantly adjusting their beams to keep pace with these fast-moving satellites. Once the ground station receives data from a satellite, it routes that data through fiber optic cables. These cables are capable of transmitting data at very high speeds, which helps keep internet latency low. Latency is the delay between sending and receiving data, and Starlink aims for as little as 20 milliseconds. Typical internet speeds through Starlink range from 50 to 150 megabits per second when conditions are good. The ground stations also send commands back to the satellites. These commands help keep the satellites aligned and manage network traffic to ensure everything runs smoothly. Starlink ground stations are strategically placed around the world to provide broad coverage. As of early 2025, there are about 150 stations operating across North America, South America, Europe, and Oceania. Their locations are chosen based on population density, geographic coverage, and local regulations. Some ground stations are located near major data centers to streamline data flow. In addition to fixed stations, Starlink is working on mobile ground stations. These can be quickly deployed in emergency situations or in remote areas where permanent infrastructure is not available. This flexibility helps Starlink reach people in disaster zones or isolated regions. Overall, these ground stations act as vital links in the satellite internet system. They connect space-based broadband to the terrestrial internet, making high-speed, low-latency internet accessible in places that traditional services often cannot reach. They keep the entire network running smoothly, ensuring users worldwide stay connected.